All right, and we're off. So, today's Monday, perfect weather to go out and skate. And I think the plan today is to learn nollie flips. And I should rewind here and correct myself. This is not going to be a tutorial video on how to nollie flip. You could search those all day on YouTube if you want, and pretty much what I've been doing. But maybe I'll clarify this, because I'm not going to explain this every video I make, but maybe for those OGs that start watching or join early on can quickly find out what my goal here is, and that's to kind of create a series where, you know, as skateboarders, we kind of look for outreaches or something to watch or partake in when we're not skating. Hence fingerboards on rainy days, Skate 3, Skater XL, whatever the video games are. I don't know, we just feel like we always have to be skating even if we're not actually skating. And I just randomly thought of this idea where I was like, you know what, there are a lot of tricks I cannot do that I've always wanted to do, and I just put off for whatever reason, whether that be because they weren't natural, I tried multiple times and just gave up, or even landed it once and just thought, alright, never do that again. But screw that, let's whip the camera out and actually document the process of somebody that has not done a trick or wants to land a new trick and land it. I mean, too many times I'll see a how-to video and I'm like, man, that dude is doing it way too easy, too natural. I'm not doing it like how he is. But yeah, all day I'll watch somebody from start to finish, whether it's 10 tries, 50 tries, see how they develop and learn it. Because I think that would actually be more satisfying and possibly more educating, because maybe I started also the same errors and they were able to make progress and land it. But yeah, so the park we're going to today, it's pretty close to my house. Easy. I mean, it's not the best park, but I believe, I'm gonna have to hold this tripod here, I believe there should not be anybody there. So yeah, I don't really want to be showing up with the tripod talking to myself with a crowd of people. And by the way, I'm recording on an Apple Watch, so if the audio is absolutely horrendous, I apologize. My goal is to up the mic game soon. Hopefully by the next video I'll have a pretty good legit one. So in the meantime, I might have to start looking like James Bond here and put my hand up a couple times in the video. So apologize, but again, I suppose every first video somebody uploads, or second or third, it's always funny to look back at how trashy they are, right? So yeah, basically the trick today, nollie flips. Why nollie flips? Well, it's always been a trick that it's kind of like switch flips. I might do them a couple times if someone has them in a game of skate, or just randomly suggest and I try it, and either I give a good lucky first flip and I'm like, wow, I could land that. Even if I do land it third or fourth try, it's never consistent with how I have my feet, you know? I mean, like fakie flips, easy, no problem. Usually first try, maybe second if a quick adjustment, but I'm sure the stance is always the same for me, you know, because you know how to do it. Like any other trick, you know what to do. Nollie flips, it's just, I'm throwing dice. So I want to get it down to the point where, a couple things. If I could do it 3 times in a row, for sure would mean I learned them, I got them. 2, sure, whatever. And if we're feeling it, meaning I land it kind of somewhat early and I kind of already figured it out, then maybe we'll try to take it to something at the park. this park that doesn't really have too much to take it down something. I mean, they have like a crazy, I think 4 or 5 stair. But the problem with that is that, dude, I'm your novice regular skateboarder. Meaning I'm not gonna be, no, I don't take it down sets. I haven't done that in 15 years, so they have a little 2-stair, so hey, haven't skated a 2-stair since I was like 14 years old when I was probably trying to kickflip it, but I mean, it's the same thing as a curb. I don't mind trying to take it down a curb, getting a feel for it, but yeah, so goal today, show up. I watched a ton of videos, I mean, last night, just kind of seeing what were some of the good little secret hacks or unlocks of Nollie Flips, and I think something I did not try that I kept seeing was shoulders and weight. I won't get too into it right now. Once we get to the park, maybe I'll start talking over it to kind of figure it out along the way and explain my thought process. But I think that's the coolest thing about this idea of the video, of the process, is, you know, what got me kind of starting this channel, I guess you could say, is 2 reasons. And I swear I won't be too much longer. But you know what? This was the idea, was to have somebody with me in the car as if we were both going skating together. And same thing as skating on camera, the process of landing this trick. You're going to be there with me. You're going to see what it's like in kind of real time, whether it be 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes. Hopefully it's not crazy long. But yeah, so I'm blabbering. But you know what? Honestly, it's like a 1.5-minute drive to this park, so you'd think I didn't have enough time to talk, and now here I am needing to drive an extra couple blocks to finish what I'm saying. But okay, 2 reasons why I wanted to make this series. I don't even know what it would be called, process of, and then a trick, whatever. But 1, as skateboarders, whether it be a rainy day, or injured, or just early in the morning, late at night, I am an addict. I need content. And I don't mean an addict like, you know, I just mean for skateboarding feed. But I would love to just sit down and watch someone talk about skating, be in the car with them about skating. Weird, maybe, but nah, just not be so fake too. I don't need this crazy overly edited content. That was the other thing, was I was thinking about putting in some like clips of first thing that comes to mind for Nollie Flips, Nick Trapasso, Eric Ellington, John Dixon. I mean, their Nollie Flips stand out, and I was like, oh yeah, let me show you guys some examples up. Yeah, but dude, that's too much editing. I don't need to care that much, but it's like, that doesn't seem that authentic and natural to me. So, and lastly, last thing, dude, it's just motivation to go skating, right? Like, I really just wanted to get a reason to go skate, and even if it's just a simple trick at the park that you do 100 times, that's cool with me. I mean, if it gets me hyped to go out and put my camera down and film it, sweet. And now in this case, I mean, what really made me think about the filming random new tricks I've never done before was backside 360s. And we're here, by the way, so I'm gonna finish this up right now. But backside 360s I could never do for the life of me, right? Frontside 360s all day. It just showed me that, yeah, some tricks do come natural to people, whether it be foot placement, whatever. But one day I was just like, man, okay, screw it. We're gonna do backside 360s. There's no reason why I can't learn them. They were a little harder. Dude, my whole life never learned them. I'm talking 30 minutes. Done. Landed them. Now, I don't have them on crazy lock, but I'm at the point now where I could go to a park or anywhere and think about it, and I'd probably say 3 tries. That's insane. And all it took was diligent, fix the errors, and film it so you can look back and see what you're doing wrong, stubbornly. Sometimes you have to make the change. That might feel uncomfortable, but you notice that's why. So, yeah, I think, I mean, dude, I have a long list of tricks for this kind of series that I'll just watch a skate video and think that's cool. I'll love to do that. So yeah, we'll try it. Just pulled up. We're gonna maybe get a little warm up in, but yeah, let's get it. So, empty park, little rain spots, but honestly it's perfect from a long night of rain. Nobody here. Seems like a perfect day to learn a new trick. Maybe we'll get a kickflip or something in. Oh yeah, that's a good one. That should be a pretty good first kickflip of the day warm up. So do we just get right into it or what? I think I'll just show you guys the Nollie Flip I'm working with currently. I mean, I think I'll kind of cruise in front. Give a good gross look at it. Yeah. So I think the main issue I'm having is I know going into it, I'm not really trying, right? I'm kind of just flipping it knowing I'm not going to land it. Let me get another one here. Yeah, that or it's just a gross small flip. Alright, so something I just tried right there was, I believe my shoulders. I'm not really ever keeping them square. And what I mean by that is, I usually kind of look this way. I need to like actually focus on keeping my body square, because otherwise if I open it up, how am I going to flip back if, yeah, I don't know. So this next one, I think I'm going to try to keep my body square and see how that flips right in front of the camera. Okay, that was poop. Try another one. Nothing too crazy, just to keep my chest square to the board. Dude, that was so bad. My front foot, I don't really ever pay attention to. Maybe move that a little bit. Problem is, this is also a slant. Oh, okay. That was actually a decent flip. Dude, sorry my voice is so high pitched. I feel like when I talk to myself, I'm like, okay. And I'm also holding it awkwardly up high still because the mic. Let me turn around here. I'm gonna try that same thing again. Keep my front foot a little lower. Alright, that was bad again. Dodge some water piles. Dude, I don't know if I'm making any progress right now. Like, I don't know if it's one of those tricks where you have to like, you know, when you're doing like a backside flip, you have to make sure you can do a back 180 first and a kick flip, obviously. I mean, I can nollie, obviously. Let's double check. Yeah, okay. But it's just insane how different a fakie flip, confidence-wise, is from a nollie flip. I need to learn it, though. Just cruising regular and then shifting forward to a nollie flip is so much cooler than having to go switch and then a fakie flip. It's just not natural. Okay, let me think about this for a second. Dude, it feels so weird to have my flipping foot lower than the bolts. That's so low. Like I feel like when I kick flip, they're sitting on the bolts. So I don't think I want to change that. But I think it's my popping foot. I think I need to like stay square and not look forward. Maybe that's so what it is. Okay, I have an idea. Let's see how this goes. Watch it just be absolutely not any different. Oh my gosh, that was it. me try one more before I explain myself here. Hopefully the camera's on me. Dear Lord. Oh, that was so bad. I got too ahead of myself. Look at this. Skidding in between a puddle right here. I got this whole open area I should really move to. Dude, I talk to myself way too much. Oh man, this is rough. I feel like I'm getting further away from it. Alright, I got 2 tries and I have to leave. Really didn't want this to be a multi-day thing, but it looks like it's going to be. Alright, well I guess this is kind of part 2. I wasn't really going to try and skate until tomorrow, but couldn't have anybody watch the little guy at home. So, a quick little night mission. Oh my gosh, I get a nice kick flip in again. But yeah, so we're going to get right back at it, and I was able to watch a couple of the clips from earlier. Something I did notice, and I'll get a little closer for you guys, was I kept saying I couldn't pop with my shoulders not being like this way, but I kept actually looking this way. So when I would go nollie, I would like pop and then look this way, which obviously it's just like when you do a 360 flip as a kid. Kids always would like flip it. Look, I mean, you're never gonna land it if you go that way. Right, so I'm gonna, and also, sorry I'm blabbering, I'm trying to quickly catch up on the session earlier while we have the last 30 minutes of sunlight. Dude, probably 20 tries. It was probably 30 tries at least. I would say only 5 or 6 of them were legit effort. I know that sounds ridiculous, but I think mentally I would pop it, knowing I was not going to try and land it. I kept trying to just focus on a good flip, but it's like, what does that do, right? So I'm going to give 5 solid efforts here and see what happens. Oh, see? Good flip, but what does that do? I need to, like, not look back. All right, here we go. Also, I kept like not rolling my foot to flip it. So that's why I think the board would shoot back. I would like almost kick it. Okay. I think we're onto something. Oh man. Okay, so what I'm starting to figure out is I'm pretty confident in the pop right now, you know, and I'm kind of rocketing this way. In my flip, I'm finally starting to think also, get out of there in the corner, right? So this way rather than down. Again, this is all stuff that's pretty obvious, but yeah. Okay, I won't talk to you until I land it. Okay, we're getting that feeling like we're about to land a trick, you know? And it's just a nollie flip, but whatever. Oh my gosh. Kind of gross, but let's go for 2. Come on. Oh, but the commitment's there. Dude, okay. We're feeling good. Remember what I said? If I land 1, it could be luck. Get 2 or 3 in a row, and you know you can do it. And that second one, even though I didn't land it,
Yeah, let's go. Okay. No, it feels different right now. It feels like I know how to do it. God, dude, I'm getting so like ahead of myself though. And I feel like I'm super far away from the camera. Okay. Oh my God, that was so sketchy. Okay. Let's go, right here. God, dude. Those like second, like, how do I explain this? It has to be fluent, right? Like flow. Obviously, I'm doing it right now where it's like a pop and push. Oh my gosh. That one felt smoother until I landed it, and then it felt super sketch because it like bounced. But I tell you what, it feels more natural. Oh my gosh. All right, well, I couldn't get back to back, but I got a couple. I'm definitely stoked. I don't know why I feel defeated. I think it's because I really wanted like back to back. The next series, you know what? I'll recap it in the car real quick.
Okay, we're in. So, the few I've done in the past were in games of skate, looked really sketch, flipping it straight down like a rocket kickflip or something. And compared to today, where in the morning, complete wash, couldn't even figure it out, zero effort, or I'm sorry, well that too, but zero progress. I got home. My plan was to go out tomorrow morning again, but plans fell through, so I decided, you know what, rewatch the clips real quick, see what I'm doing wrong and consistently. Something I noticed I was doing constantly wrong, which you already heard in the video, but I'll recap it. I kept thinking I'm looking forward and opening my shoulders, but instead I would look back at my foot flipping, so I just never even gave it a chance of landing it. Also, the rolling of your ankle part, you know, when you flip it, you're supposed to roll your ankle and flick it just like a kick flip. I wouldn't do that. I would just slide my foot up and try to push down, which in return would push my board out. But the main thing that helped me with a Nollie Flip today was a couple times I would kind of reset and do a Nollie, and every time doing a perfect Nollie, you would just kind of do that rocking forward motion, like, and your shoulders were square, and I kept thinking, okay, do this real quick, do a simple Nollie, now go back, do the same thing, just move that flicking foot down a little bit off the board, and just flip it away, you know? And obviously I told myself a couple times to do that and I wouldn't do it, but that's skateboarding, it's all psychology, you know? But yeah, the times that I went through with it, I think I landed 4, maybe 3. One I was somewhat happy about. The rest were kind of sketchy, but I'd rather take these sketchy ones that I did today that felt much more properly done, or at least intended, than the ones I've done in the past. So yeah, I'm gonna keep at it. Occasionally I'll keep trying them to perfect them a little bit more. And maybe that's what I'll do with shorts on my page, is I'll put the updated tricks that I've worked on and have learned as the progress of them. But yeah, again, so this is the very first video I've ever posted. It's gonna be very long, I know, but that's the point. I want this to feel like a legitimate, raw, kind of unedited, no crazy transitions, no effects, just a normal day out of skating that felt real. So yeah, as if you guys were with me in the car. So we drove together, we skated together, we're going home. I'm dropping you off though. We're not gonna get weird. But yeah, I have a long list of tricks I'd like to learn. Some are crazy, I've seen in recent videos. There's no reason why we can't learn them. Some are basic, like for instance, backside flips. Could never do them. I mean, you know, sketchy a couple times. That's the point of this. We're either gonna learn them official, or we're gonna perfect them in a way. But yeah. So I really appreciate you guys who stuck with me to the very end, or just, you know, kind of skimmed through to the end. That's cool. So yeah, look out for future videos and provide all the feedback you guys would like. Thanks.